What is up, everyone? Oh, wait, I have to open that tab. All right. What's up, Everett? Writing, Pony Lover, Lord Dingus. Chad, I can't lie, I actually like this season music a lot. The Viking music. Music is hype, can't lie. Anyway, let's see what people are running. Ooh, I kind of wanted to try out the Little Prince. Some people are using it in Ultimate, it looks like. He also got a sizable buff. No way he's good now, right? He's probably just viable. Void is probably going to be fun to play as well. Surprisingly, the Furnace doesn't seem dead. Boss gave me his kidney once. Well, we have 2 kidneys, right? So I don't mind you borrowing one of mine. Bro, what is this deck? We're like 1 game off League. Furnace is better now? Did it really get a buff? No way Furnace got buffed, right? No way, chat, right? Is the Furnace actually better now? I did see Morton was like #1 with the Furnace deck. But the fact that the spirits don't reach the tower, I thought it would be worse for sure. The thing is, I think the E-Spirit might have gotten a buff, because now you don't have to worry about King activations. I straight up, prove me wrong, I think the E-Spirit got a buff. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, I think we need to experiment more and see, but I think it got a buff. I can't think of any reason why it would be, like, worse now. I think it's better. I'm thinking of doing a video on it soon. Let's see. That should be a nice king activation. Oh, wow. Really bad freeze. Bowler also got a buff. Well, in Graveyard Freeze, definitely, because it's not as easy to activate the King Tower anymore, especially with the Tesla. It does, but it's not that hard to still activate. Just have 1 more troop in front. Yeah, but that's... It requires 2 things to activate, so if you have a heavy deck, that's not ideal. So it just depends on what you're using, I guess. I still feel like it's a buff. I don't know for sure, though. How's the Guardian after the damage buff? Probably not that noticeable, right? But yeah, Little Prince is one of the only ones I haven't tested yet. Bro, this is kind of annoying. I think we could just NATO this. He actually went for the ability, wow. Can this E-Spirit reach? Please tell me it does. Oh my gosh, if that didn't, that could have been a problem. Let's just mortar defensively. Are you gonna reach Ultimate Champion this stream? Probably not. I probably will just do the League before it, more likely than not. I'll see, though. It depends, but I don't think I really want to do, like, a 6-hour stream. I'll see, though. Because I was thinking about working out when I was done, so I don't know if I want to stream for, like, 6 hours. Because that's how long it would take to get Ultimate. It takes a really long time. Especially early season. In the, like, later in the season, it's really easy at that point. It would probably only take, like, a couple hours or 3. That's why end season, there's a lot of people that go for the 100% win rate, because getting a 100% win rate, like, first day of the season is, like, 10 times harder than last week of the season. We're just kind of playing defensive at this point. He just let that connect, though. I still don't know if it's worth using the Little Prince ability. It doesn't seem that valuable. I feel like the Little Prince needs, like, a little bit still of, like, a buff to the Guardian. I still feel like the ability is what's bad about it. Like, I still think my idea of it having a 2-elixir ability isn't bad. I feel like it really needs a 2-elixir ability. Oh, nice. I thought the Inferno Drag wasn't going to be in the rocket radius, but it was even without the tornado. That's insane. Kind of a fun deck. I don't think I'm going to use it too many more games, though. I just wanted to test the Little Prince. It doesn't seem like it's that good. Alright. League 3. Someone said use code BOSS when buying. Wait, I can't say that word. TikTok doesn't like it when buying math. Use code BOSS when buying math, guys. Yeah. Paxton, thank you for the heart me. Alright. We get this as well. Chat, by the way, I was really stupid. I bought the... I used my shards on the Evo E-Barbs, forgetting you get them so easily from the shop. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. Like, even though that is a little bit of, like, a... like, dumb moment. Look at how many extra I have. I have 15. I mean, is it even that bad? Because at this point... literally, like, who knows when they're going to come out with the next Evo, but whenever they come out with it, I'm going to have it, you know? So, I guess in a sense it doesn't really matter. It's like, it's the type of thing where it's like, what is it? Lobster too buttery, steak too, seasoned? I forget what the saying is. It's like... I'm too rich in this game, bro. I got too many resources. Okay. I want to try some other stuff. The Moon wants me to use Drill. Moon, is Drill good, though? Boss, has a woman ever touched you where the sun doesn't shine? Where would that be? The sun doesn't shine on a lot of places. Bro, the way that that's worded is so funny. I've seen that in other people's stream chats before. Under your feet? Oh, true. I didn't think about that. The sun doesn't touch under your feet unless they were pointed directly towards the air. That's actually a good point. I want to try different decks to... Boss, would you let the Hero Val hit her ability on yours? I mean, is there anything I could do about it if she did? I think there's no stopping her if she decides to use her ability on you. Let's see. Someone said Void is horrible. I think it's pretty good. I lost my wife and my girlfriend both cheated on me this week. What should I do? I don't know, man. I've never been in that predicament before. Bro, some of these decks... We finally have a new meta. This is like the first time in forever we actually have a new meta, man. It's crazy. Like, look at TV Royale, man. Ultimate. Like, you actually have variety. I kind of want to test the Furnace, low-key, but... I also want to try a lot of, like, the Void decks. I also haven't played the Hero Valk too much either. Screw it, chat. I'm going to run a couple of games of Egolum. I'm going to put that in one of the slots. What else do we want to put in? I want to try the Evo E-Barbs as well. I mean, those are going to be everywhere in CRL. The Hero Berserker, I think, is so broken. I think she might wind up being better than the Hero Valk. I'm probably ranking all the champions and heroes very soon. Maybe even tomorrow. So, I mean, maybe I should try to stream as long as I can to get a feel for, like, how good everything is. Ooh, I want to run this. I want to run this. This looks really fun. Bro. Dude. How is this deck real, bro? Evo E-Barbs, Hero Berserker, Monk, 3 Musketeers. What the hell? Bro, someone almost finished #1 last season with 3 Musketeers. You cannot underestimate them. I wanna try this. This looks disgusting. Okay. Easy decision, just E-Barbs here. Do I just spam everything? Wait, I just realized you have the Berserker, which is like a monk, right? It, like, tanks. Dude, the Berserker is, like, basically a tank, right? So you have all these tanks for the 3 Musketeers. I knew he was good at ability. You're a way better streamer and Clash player than your brother. Bro, he finished higher than me, though, last season. He had a pretty good season last month. I kind of, shit the bed, sadly. To be fair, there was some BS that happened that was a bit out of my control. Because, my building lost power. I literally had to go to my, well, not only did I not have power, which meant, like, no electricity, no internet, it meant, like, dude, the lights and stuff. I actually went to my mom's house, because she's not too far from me. I was there for a bit until it, like, came back. So it was a bit of a chaotic day, last day of the season. Kind of pissed me off. Alright, let's see here. How did the E-Barbs do? Wait, it rages up other things besides just the... I didn't realize it raged up the, like, the surrounding units. I literally didn't even know that until now. That's kind of nuts. Okay. We gotta try to make a comeback here. Bro does not have a chip. What's a chip? You mean for, like, connection or something? Dude, the P.E.K.K.A doesn't one-shot the 3 Musketeers. That is criminal. Dude, what the hell? That is a criminal interaction. Like, you can't be serious. What the heck? Wait. I think I have to do this. W pump. Pink Nymphia, thank you for the go popular. I appreciate that. Oh, the X still reaches. Oh, W retarget. Let's go. That's clutch. Remember we said you were going to stream today? Oh, yeah, in the video I said I was going to stream later. That's also why I definitely made sure I was going to stream. How's it going, Santiago? Alright. Bro, what are these questions? What the heck? Bro, boss, why are you playing... Boss, do you think you'll reach Ultimate Champion this season? I'll obviously get it. I just don't know if I'm going to get it today. But for sure by, like, tomorrow or the day after. Why are you using a Jew deck? How is this a Jew deck? But how do you feel about black people playing Clash Royale? What? Would you do a collab with Nick at Night? A lot of interesting questions back to back to back. We could just go E-Barbs here on this. Bro, like, what am I even reading? Okay, Probably just ignore the Berserker here and pump up if we can. Alright. This chat cannot be serious. It's kind of more wild than usual. It's always a little bit interesting, but... The part you losing in League 2 is funny. I was not expecting that. That genuinely caught me off guard. I don't think he has a big spell, so... Yo! Brett Martin with the $50 donation. Holy, says, boss, we've not got off to the best footing, but I like your style, my guy. Use whatever you want, but this is interesting for me to see how you play. This whole meta has completely shifted since I even started playing. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to... Did he ask me to play something, or he said use whatever you want? Wait, so you don't have, like, a deck you want me to run, Brett? Thank you so much for the 50. Yeah, the meta is completely different. This is the first time they've done, balance changes, and it actually feels like, you know, the game is, like, different, finally, I guess you could say. Dude, what am I doing? I gotta focus. Okay, hold up. We're gonna come back. Don't worry, chat. Sweaty Clash? Is that the real one? I know that guy. A lot of people in the chat know him too, I'm sure. We gotta go in. Ability. Didn't come off in time. Hold on. I'm still confident we can come back. Trust. Nice, dude. This deck is disgusting. Okay. Nah, we can't defend the wall breakers. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're in a really good situation. Is he even... I think he gave up. Oh, no, he didn't. He just was that low. Wow. Monk cancels out the Berserker ability. Monk is a good counter to the hero Berserker. I just realized that. Let's go, baby. Good comeback. I mean, to be fair, with 3M, it's debatable whether you even come back half the time, because all you're really doing is just sometimes saving Elixir, and then you just go all out, you know? Sweaty Clash with the $5 dono as well, says Sup Boss. Brett is the man, by the way. I believe it, man. I believe it. I know that I've seen Brett around. This is not my first time I've seen him. I think he's donated before as well. I'm like 90% sure. It's hard to remember everything, but I like very positive I've seen him. Thank you again, Brett, for the 50. We've not got off on the best footing. Brett, what happened, by the way? Like, you said we got off on the wrong footing. Did we have, like, a disagreement about something in the past? Let me know, Brett. Let me know. I'm not one to hold grudges, though, so... You called him a slur? Whoa. I think chat's just saying stuff at this point. Moon, thank you for the 7 Canadian dollar donos, says you're a GOAT, boss. Hey, I appreciate that, Moon. Thank you. And, congrats on your finish last season. I think you just went to YouTube. You were on TikTok originally. Thank you so much, Moon. I appreciate that. Moon finished top 10 last season, guys. I think he got 6th or something. Yeah. Is split E-Barbs a good starting play? I actually don't know. Let me just do it. I don't even know, man, if it's a good play or not. Dude, no, this is really bad. Wait. I have an idea. Dude, I did not think he was gonna go... Does that kill them? Uh... Hmm. Wait, that's not bad. That basically kills it. That could have been a lot worse. I'm content with that. We just do this, pump up on this exchange here, I think, and then take it from there. Alright, Barbarrel, that's fine. Is he back to 3M yet? No way, right? I think he's got to play, like, one more card. I don't even know if he'd do it anyway. He might Fireball if he has it. Gobgin got double buff. True, because of the goblins and the spear goblins. Yeah. I think we just 3M here. Should be fine. Okay. Maybe a monk in front. I know I could go E-Barbs too, but monk seems to make more sense here. Oh, I want to see the Ice Golem in action. It no longer freezes, which is great. That was so broken before. Wait. Guys, what if I just do this? Like, the Hero Berserker, E-Barb's behind. Can the Berserker go in front? Dude, this deck is so broken. What the hell? Bro, this deck is so fun to play, but it looks so broken at the same time. What in the world, man? I know I'm only in League 3, but this is crazy, bro. CC Banda says boss opinion on woman. Why did you say woman? Like, as in, like, one? Don't you mean women? For my experience, they're okay, I guess. Some good, some bad, right? 1, 2, 3, do I wager? In Clash, not often. You think RG will be good this meta? I mean, it should be, because nothing in it got nerfed, except, like, the E-Spirit. But the E-Spirit's still going to be really good. Because no one really used the E-Spirit for Tower Chip anyway. So I'd say the RG will be good. Maybe there'll be some new RG decks with Void as well, but only time will tell. We don't really know yet. We have to kind of see what emerges. There's always some decks you don't expect, you know? Boss, don't look. John Pork is behind you. I know, bro. He's just chilling. I'll swap to something else soon. Because I do want to try Void and other things. Maybe the Hero Valk as well. Can I pump? I don't know if this is risky or not. I'm going to just do it anyway. Try RG with Hero Valk instead of Ghost? I don't know if that would work. That's kind of an expensive push, RG and the Hero Valk. I could test it, but... Bruh. Alright, whatever. We'll just 3 Musk. Oh, you got those headphones on. I never see you wearing headphones. I remembered I had them and I started wearing them for streams like about a month ago. So I figured it'd be better to hear the game sound. Not bad, I guess. Our spirit's really dead. I think only the fire spirit's pretty bad, but I think all the others are fine. Because no one usually heals spirit in the electro spirit, or the ice spirit for that matter, for tower chip. Everyone used them because they're just really valuable for one elixir. So, I think only the fire spirit's going to be pretty bad. That's my guess. Alright, let's see if we can come back here. I want to say this is a kind of bad matchup, but the monk at least is good against the cannon cart and the mortar. But, it did not lock on the monk. I thought it did. No, I tapped the wrong thing. I meant to go for the monk ability. It's fine. This is really hard, it feels like. Yeah, rip. That's one of the hardest matchups, probably. Mortar. So you're not gonna break through. Can Monk reflect mortar shots? Yeah, it can. Why YouTube over Twitch? I make a lot more money from YouTube, and it's hard for me to stream on Twitch because I only have one monitor. I'd probably have to get a second monitor and make sure I have that like set up. I might though eventually do all three because I do TikTok and YouTube at the same time. But if I did Twitch, I think I'd have to do the horizontal format and not vertical, probably, like I do on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, if I get another monitor, I could do it then. 3 is too much. It's doable, but I'd probably have to combine the chats. Right now, I can easily just look at both. Because the TikTok has its own thing, so I can just open it. I literally on the same screen can easily see both chats right now. One monitor, low-key crazy. Yeah, I should probably get another I mean, if I stream on Twitch, I'll definitely have another monitor at that point. Should I try Void? I feel like these kinds of lava decks are going to be really good. John Village, thank you for the heart me and super chill. Bro, what the? One monitor in 2026 is K-Man type shit. I mean, do most people have two monitors? I know most streamers and creators do, but I couldn't imagine most, like, the average person has two. Maybe they do, though. I don't know. This is definitely, like, 2.6, right? So it's that only nerds have two? I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I don't think... To be real, I don't think, like, the average... Definitely the average... I'm trying to think about this a bit. There's no way the average person has two monitors. I feel like maybe a serious gamer they might, but... besides, like, content creators or serious gamers, I don't think they would. Because most people for work, they wouldn't need to have two. Even though a lot of people work from home nowadays. Like, $50 you can get another monitor. It's not hard compared to a lot of your setups. Yeah, I mean, among the Clash creators, there's probably a lot that only have one. Like, I know for a fact Ian and Riley only have one. I'm pretty sure. You just void this, I guess. OJ, of course, has, like, multiple, and Shane probably as well. Sweep, I know, has, two. Can I save the tower? That should actually save it, I think. Someone said two monitors are always better than one. Two wives are always better than one. Well, in some countries, they do allow you to have more than one wife, so... I mean... Someone just said Ninja? What about Ninja? Like the creator, you mean? Do you and OJ have beef? No, definitely not. Bro, I don't think OJ genuinely has beef with anyone. You can't even protect it anymore against the Void. That's insane. But nah, I don't think OJ genuinely has beef with a single person. Like, on a serious level. It's mostly just jokes between me and him. Like, neither me or him actually, like, dislike each other a lot, you know? It's just, the truth is, me and OJ have very, very, very different personalities. Like, we're kind of complete opposites as far as, like, personality, right? Or, like, what we think, right? And that's just gonna cause some, just, like, disagreements, right? Which I think is kind of understandable. But, you know, I think at the end of the day, we all know, we both know that it's not that serious. Like, it's just content, you know? Like, I mean, let's put it this way. I don't necessarily think OJ is the biggest fan of my content. But I don't think that he dislikes me as, like, a person You know, me and him don't have beef in that regard. I just think, you know, I think he just like sometimes doesn't like my content, which is understandable because I think how he is as a person, he doesn't like getting involved in drama and stuff like that, right? So, I mean, it's understandable, like in that sense. I don't really like hold that against him. And obviously there's a big age gap as well. I mean, I think when you get to OJ's age, you know, he's in his mid-30s, right? I don't think he's gonna care as much about this, like, stuff going on in the game, right? Like, behind the scenes or the drama. Like, I mean, you know, that it gets to a point where that type of stuff just doesn't really matter, you know, at that age, so... But yeah, I mean, we get along fine. I mean, we've met in person like 2 or 3 times. And, you know, we were fine in person. Like, it was chill. I was even in his, hotel room. And he was there too. You can interpret that as you will. Sweep was also in the room at the time, and there was some girl who I guess works with OJ or for him. Maybe that's all the context that I'll give. You can take that as you will. But yeah. No, that actually sounds kind of like interesting when I put it that way, but nah, I mean, we were just talking. And then me and Sweep just left to go to the the after party, I guess you could say. Stacy Tan with the donation says prefer OJ when he was still called Yarn. Bro, I remember that, the Yarn days. And he had that intro. It's an orange juice. Wait, why did that sound like so like that sounded so bad, bro. It's an orange juice. Bro, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to say it before it sounds how it's supposed to. I don't think I can, mimic it well. Boss is so high. Dude, I'm not... No, this is the thing about me. Like, I have this interesting personality, or just... I don't know what I have, but it's like... You would think sometimes I'm drunk or high, right? But I'm not. I'm literally just... I'm just being me. Yeah, I don't know. it's, I don't know sometimes, bro. Life is an adventure sometimes. It's like... No, it's weird, but the older I get, the more that I kind of relate to Ken, because you know how he's just, like, a different person every single video? I don't know why, but the older I get, the more that, like, I feel that way. Like, it's just life, you know what I mean? It's just life, bro. Things happen, you know, things change. Some days you're happy, some days you're sad. Yeah, man, it's, like, it's life. Smith says, do you miss getting bullied? What do you mean bullied? From who and when? Someone said Ken is schizo. Bro, I know that's probably a joke, but I do sometimes wonder if Ken has something, because I don't mean this... Well, technically, I mean, this is actually good, I guess, for him, because it allows him to do what he does, but dude... All I'm gonna say is Ken is not... I think most people can agree with this. Ken is not a normal person. And I mean that with, like, love, of course. But, dude, I think we can all agree Ken is not normal. But I, in a good way. In a good way. But he is... It's like sometimes I can't tell if he's just a complete genius or if he's just crazy. But, dude, like... Dude. Like, I don't know, bro. And I say this as someone that watches Ken a lot, bro. Just be quiet, you're gonna get sued, bro. I'm not worried about getting sued. Well, okay, let me ask you guys this, chat. I guess this is the best way to ask this. Do you guys think Ken is crazy, or is he just acting? Or is it a little bit of both? I guess that's the best way to ask it. Stop dissing Ken. I'm not saying it as a diss. He's like one of the most successful creators for a reason. Like, he knows what he's doing. But if it's like an act, bro, then it's, I mean, it's really impressive. And he could actually, like, he could do acting, potentially, as proven by the TV Royale as well. Hey, Frank, thank you for the 13 months. Bro, the cam's gonna do this stupid-ass shit where it moves around. There's something wrong with him for sure. Well, and the thing is, even if there is, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right? I mean, I think there's something a little wrong with, like, all the Clash creators, quite frankly. I would actually say there's something a little wrong with almost every single person alive. Some people just, there's more stuff wrong with them than others. Let's leave it like that. But at the end of the day, we're all fighting stuff, I think, as people know. But yeah, he's super intelligent, for sure. What did someone say? I read a comment I wanted to read. Oh, someone said I should fix my relation with Mo. Things are a bit better now. We actually spoke in DMs. Me and Mo actually spoke in DMs. Do you have any pets? Not yet. I was thinking of getting a cat soon. I think I would like that. Someone said it's like saying Speed is crazy. They're like marketing geniuses. Yeah, a lot of the big creators, I feel like they're like actors. I feel like it's the same as like even some of the other ones that are like really weird sometimes or like over the top. I can't help but wonder if they're like acting too. Like even like Clavicular, let's say. Or like a lot of those guys. I guess with some of them it's hard to know whether they're being serious or acting sometimes. Mr. Beast? Yeah, he would kind of fall in that category as well, wouldn't he? Dude, I was trying to get the other minions to live. They didn't, though. But the one minion did kind of push the balloon, so... CC Banda, so what's your opinion on dating in 2026? It's different than the way it used to be. I think there's, like, a different strategy now. There's just different factors that didn't exist before. Like, I mean, the online world has just become a much bigger part of it. You have to care about your online presence as well, just as much about your, like, in-person, which is quite interesting. Someone just said strategy. Yeah, it's a strategy. I mean, Chet, do you guys not consider dating, like, to some extent, a strategy? I guess it's a weird way to word it, though, but you kind of get what I mean. This is certainly a matchup where it would be better to have arrows over the void. Not gonna lie. It's so over, man. Wait, hold on. Someone said dating meta be rich. Well, the extreme of anything is gonna help you a lot, right? Like my take on dating, and I think this is just kind of a realistic like take. I think everything matters, right? As far as the superficial stuff, like the money, the way you look, right? Your perceived status, all that stuff. I think it all matters. But if you have the extreme of any of those, right, it's going to help you immensely. Like, if you're very rich, of course that's going to help you. But you don't need to be. But, of course, it would help. We're cooked. This is, like, so hard, man. Clone decks when you don't have, like, arrows or something. And where it says looks most important. I mean, I think it depends on a lot of factors, like the age of the people. I think if you're taking the extreme of all of those, I actually think status would benefit you the most. Because if you have millions of people know you, or billions, you just have way more opportunities. The Hero Tombstone we could try as well. I want to try out the Hero Valk, though, especially. I haven't tested her out yet. Money isn't good if nobody knows you. Yeah, my take is I actually think younger people overrate how much money matters for dating. That might be like a hot take, but I think that money is the most overrated one. What are good Hero Valk decks, though? Like, I don't see many people running her. Could test her out in Graveyard, probably. I want to try the Hero Tombstone, though. Money's great if no one knows you. Well, all I'm going to say is I think people overrate how much women care about certain things having to do with money. Like, I'm going to be real. It depends. I mean, are you going to use that money to take her on vacations? Or, like, take her out with you on, like, yachts? Because a lot of young women love that, right? But I think a lot of guys have the misconception of, like, oh, if I have a really expensive car or, like, a really nice house, that's going to get all the women. But I actually don't think women care about those things. It's more so, like, the experiences, especially, like, younger women. So if you're, like, you know, gonna take them out to, like, yacht parties and stuff, I think they would like that, right? But it depends on what the money's being spent on. Should I ability? I feel like I'm on as well. Gotta actually see how it is, right? Ah, that wasn't worth it, though. Invaders live, what do you want to say to him? Oh, I stopped by his live yesterday, actually. Someone said, haven't brushed my teeth since 2005. Chat, I don't know if this is a conspiracy theory, but I heard someone say, and this clip went viral, you don't need to brush your teeth, you could just use hydrogen peroxide. I think that's what it is. By the way, this is not dental advice, but I'm just going off of what I heard, and they also were saying some dentists actually say it's better, and there's a reason why only 9 in 10 dentists recommend brushing your teeth. Personally, I brush my teeth, but someone was saying you can use hydrogen peroxide or something. Or I forget. You can use something else. I forget exactly what it's called. It 2-taps a baby drag now. That's crazy. Boss, how do you minimize microplastics? I don't have any idea. I personally haven't been doing that much myself, I can't lie. Hmm. Nice, GG. Read my comment? I already read it. The one where you said you haven't brushed your teeth since 2005? I read that one already. Touch Ken's eye in the Ken shop. I heard that automatically buys something, I think. How often you go to the gym? I've probably only been going like 3 days a week on average. I need 2 more, but I was actually going 2 today. It was going to be leg day because I did back and biceps last time. Bro, what the heck? I thought that, the E-bar was gonna... whatever. Yo! Holy. Thoughts on the EDP 445 documentary trailer? I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen that. Well, is it easier or harder to date as a YouTuber? I wouldn't say it's drastically easier or harder, but I think it puts you like in a niche or like kind of a category. Like, I think if you're a YouTuber, probably the women that are interested in you are going to be people that would be interested in dating a YouTuber oftentimes. That's probably like obvious though to some people. I think obviously though, yeah, the bigger you are as a creator, the more like exposure you have. Like, I can only imagine that, like, for example, maybe the ability would have been good there. Well, I think it goes without saying, someone like Ken dating would probably be really, really easy for him. Although he is in Australia, but I would imagine, like, I mean, if Ken was in the US, bro, like, I mean, the level of his, like, YouTube status would help immensely. I mean, I'm sure, I know OJ has had a lot of success dating. I mean, I don't know if he dates for, like, long term, because he still doesn't have, like, kids yet, and he's not married, but, you know, he's been very successful dating himself, from what I've heard. We just graveyard here. Ian as well. I mean, he hasn't streamed in a while, so you guys can ask him yourself, but Ian gets a lot of attention on Instagram. You guys would be surprised. But in his case, he has a really nice physique, you know? So that's gonna appeal a lot, too, to, like, gym girls. So, I mean, it's all about what the girls are interested in, you know? Bro, the chat's saying interesting stuff. Do you think Lumberloo will be good this season? It could be. I don't know for sure. I don't really think anything in it got nerfed, so I'm sure. Bro, this comment made me laugh. Friedman said, bro's a grown man talking about how much play his internet friends get. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that was funny. We just poison that, I guess. OJ's 35 without a wife. I mean, bro, when you're a guy, though, you can marry and have your first kids even at 40. There's no rush. He probably has a cologne, doesn't he? Oh, it's lightning as well. Real question is how much play you get. Well, the thing is, I have a girlfriend now, so I'm not really exactly going for quote-unquote play when I'm currently with someone. But, before I was with her, I guess you could say I had a good bit of play, if you want to call it that. I mean, I had to put work in for it, though. Like, it's not like it just came, like, easy, you know? I had to learn. Like, even for the dating apps, I had to learn, like, what worked, what didn't work, you know? Just Barbara, I guess. Poisonous. Bro. Chat's trying to pocket watch now, too. How much do I make off AdSense? I made a video, actually, not too long ago, talking about, like, earnings and stuff like that. You might want to check it out. Why was the Hero Valk stuck? Did anyone else see that? You don't believe me, Rob? What happens if you play the ability when she's already on the tower? Dang. Just more damage, basically. That is so broken. What the heck, bro? Why don't you do sponsorships? I do sometimes. I have some coming up. Actually, the last one I did was controversial. The exit lag one. People were annoyed at me because you had to have like a sponsorship in order to get it. Or not a sponsorship, excuse me, like a subscription apparently in order to get it. So it didn't wind up being free after all, even though I thought it was. But yeah. Chop Chop tier list boy. I was gonna do one soon, ranking all the heroes and champions. I was gonna do that one. I think there's 24 now with the addition of the hero, Berserker, and Valk. There's 24 champions and heroes in total. For sure, I think the hero Berserker's S tier. I wonder if the Valk is too, though. I don't know. The Berserker's really broken, though. How does your girlfriend feel about you doing YouTube? She doesn't mind it. She's supportive of it because, I mean, she likes to play video games herself, so... We just waited a little bit, I guess. Is your deck meta right now? I think there's a good chance it is. I think there were some people in Ultimate using Hero Valk with Graveyard. Valk goes crazy in the Hypno deck. Yeah, I had a feeling he was excited for that one, so... Yeah. Everett says, boss, do you have the bush? Yeah, I got the Suspicious Bush unlocked in Clash. It's actually pretty good now after the buff. I was thinking of I was debating whether I wanted to run that or I was debating if I wanted to use that or the Rune Giant in today's video. I could have done Bush, but I felt like the Rune Giant would just be fun to do because Rune Giant has just been bad for such a long time. What does your barber do for a living? He cuts hair, of course. But I think he's also a assassin on the side. Nursing used the hero tombstone ability. Yeah, people don't tend to use it a lot because it's expensive, especially in single. Alright, Queen's gonna die. What brand is your refrigerator? Shoot, I'm trying to think. Is there a brand called Frigerate? Because I think that's what it's called. Or something like that. Stupid Evo Skellies. Damn, it was so close to hitting. What's the best vape flavor you've tried? I'm pretty sure I've only tried 2 vapes, like, ever. I'm pretty sure one was, like, mint when I was with my friends at a bar. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Because some girl bought a vape for me one time. I'm just trying to remember what flavor. I don't remember what flavor it was. I'm trying to think. Was it watermelon? Damn, I'm surprised I don't remember, actually. Ability probably wasn't worth. Oh, Graveyard clutching up. GG. GG. I started streaming again, just no commentary? Oh, dang. Talking about anything but Clash? I mean... I'd be talking about it from time to time. It just depends. That graveyard went crazy, bro. Evo Berserker. I'm just gonna play the ability more just for the heck of it. Whoa. Um. Um. What the hell? What? Okay. The Hero Tombstone might be pretty good now. That is insane. Wow. Boss, how important is it to study your own content, like your past content? You know, I think it's important, but I also think it's just as important to actually study, like, other people's content as well. That's how you gain, like, new ideas. You see what works, what doesn't work. Because part of when I was improving my content, I was looking at what other Clash YouTubers were doing. You have to create your own style, but you get, like, a little inspiration from, like, what other people got going on as well, right? So you want to do a little bit of both, and you want to look at your own videos and see, uh, like, what was I gonna say? Um, you want to, like, look at what other people are doing well, and then in your own videos, see if there's, like, mistakes you're doing. Before, one of the biggest mistakes I made was, like, my intros used to be really bad. Back in the day, when I used to do gameplay videos, I would talk about the deck for, like, literally a minute before I played, and that's really bad for retention. You don't want to do that. It gets, like, boring after a while. Zero Build cans with a $5 donut says, "Hey boss, I want to say sorry for the comment the other day on you not getting 50,000 views on your vids the other day. I was just in a bad mood that day." Yeah, it's chill, man. I mean, yeah, some videos I don't get a lot of views. I think I remember that. That was on the Hero Berserker vid. That's why I wanted to test it out and see how it would do. There was a reason why I didn't do a video on the Evo E-Barbs and the Hero Valk, because sure enough, as I expected, the videos on the new cards don't get a lot of views because of all the competition. When you have, like, Ken doing videos on it, like OJ and, like, Riley and Ian, there's almost no point in doing it, right? Because the bigger creators, everyone's just going to go to watch them. So it's like, by the time, they've already seen their video, they're not going to want to see yours if it's, like, on the same topic, right? That's why it's just probably better to... Well, I probably didn't even see the comment. No, I actually saw it. I see a good chunk of the comments, not, like, all of them. It really just depends, though. Blaze, how's it going? I saw your message on Discord. Do you mean, like, finish the season #1, or do you mean, like, early season #1 or something? Because, I mean, I don't usually, like, join clans that much for, like, I guess finishing, like, ranks, but I could potentially help. We just baby drag here. I wouldn't be surprised if he has drill. Early to mid-season if you can. Yeah, I could see. I'd have to give someone else in my clan leader, though. Probably didn't need that. It's fine, though. Oh, I didn't reach. Oh, you beat Tite? Nice. Was he running drill? I think I just... There. I think I just gave you mod. I'm pretty sure if it worked correctly. Unless I messed it up, but I think I just gave you mod, boys. Alright, I gotta focus now. Oh, it's gonna hit the drill? No way. Yo. Yo, it does so much damage. Yo. Yo. Crazy. Dude, what the heck? The Hero Valk is not real. Bro. No shot. What the? Crazy. Razzle dazzle. I could probably join, but I don't know how long I would stay for. Wait, let me just... Do you have rewards, Blaze, by the way, for people in the clan? Because some of the people from my stream probably would be down to join too, if there's rewards. Or a, like, incentive. The fact that we have Tornado and Tombstone makes me think this is a good matchup no matter what, bro. Should I just ability? I think I'm going to. Oh, shoot. No. Wait, don't I have you added, Blaze? I thought I had you added already. If I'm remembering correctly. No, dude, it was so close to hitting again. Would you ever consider shouting out my clone deck face you several times in the last season? Yeah, I don't know if I was gonna make a video on it, but I remember the deck. It's like a lot of it anyway. It's Giant Skeleton, Cannon Cart, Clone. What else? I'm trying to remember if it has the Witch in it. Nah, probably not. What the? I got a little worried for a second. GG. Armpit Lover says, Eric, I'm calling. Please answer. Yo, hello? Is this John Pork? Yes. This is Boss CR speaking. I see. Okay. Have a good one, Mr. Pork. Alright, chat. I just spoke to John Pork. Someone said pushing 30. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, let me just join Blaze's clan real quick. Dude, it sucks I can't kick this guy out of the clan, even though he got banned. It's actually so annoying, bro. Is it gonna pop up? The profile deleted? It should. Hold on. Yeah. My gosh, bro. Hello? Can I find... Dude, I passed him. I think I'm actually blind. Wait, what the hell? Where the hell is... Dude. Where the... Oh. Yeah, I'm blind. Chat, I might actually be pushing 30, I can't lie. Just Josh is unavailable with the 5, says I've been sub since I was 15, you practically groomed me. Bro, come on now. Bro, come on now. Dude. I don't know whether I should be grateful for that donation or if I should be, like, offended. What do you think, chat? Because it's like, on one hand, I got $5. But on the other hand, he said I practically groomed him, bro. I don't know, bro. Wait a second, but when I first started this channel, I was a minor, too. Wasn't I, like, 15 or 16? So, hold on, can we back up a second here? Wait, let me just... This guy tried to just spam right away, bro. Holy... This guy's staying true to his name, that's for sure. Instead of going in, I'm just gonna defend. It's usually not worth just... You don't want to go in, right? Because then it's probably gonna be a tower trade. Especially if he ignores the graveyard, and then if you're in a tower trade situation, it's not really good against Golem. Because the thing is, unless you defend so badly, the defense is more or less free. Like, the whole game. Like this game is impossible to lose in double elixir. You just survive single and it's basically over. Barbaro Ice Wiz probably doesn't even make a difference, right? I've been asking Invader to dance for a week. Do you think he'll dance? I don't know, man. What type of dance do you want to do with him? Like a one-on-one? Or... Oh, is that So Tired? Congrats on your finish. I saw that you got top 10 If assuming that's you, I don't know if that is. I would assume it is though. Apparently, he's like the best 2.6 player right now. Or I mean, yeah, he might be after last season. Alright, we're just gonna go in now. Now we play into the Golem, because he did that in double, right? And if he goes Night Witch, that's a poison, you know? If he doesn't play it, then I'm not gonna poison, and we'll just defend. Nice, the lightning didn't hit the baby. Yo, low-key, I should have gone for the Hero Tombstone ability. I'll do it here, once the mini P.E.K.K.A... Wait, yeah, let's do it here. He's cooked. This should be undefendable. It's sped up. Look at that, bro. Like, right there, in those scenarios, it's so broken. Best E-Giant player in the chat? Clash on Luke? Is that who you're referring to? Yay! Guys, we unlocked rank for next season. Let's go. Batfist finished 3rd with Expo. Last season? Did he really? I need to collect all of them now. I kind of want to try out the Furnace. I've seen so many people running this deck. I want to try it. I haven't, forgot Claim All existed. It doesn't. What? Did they just add this? Whoa. Dang, I didn't realize that. Caveman discovers fire? Bro, okay, come on now. Boss, I really think you should do long-form streams. What are long-form streams? What do you mean? You mean, like, longer streams that are, like, 6 hours long? I don't know what you mean, actually. Or are you talking about, like, a different format? Oh, shoot, the face cam's moving again. Might be fine, though. Not like short streams? Yeah, I don't know which is better, low-key. Like, for viewership. I'm actually not sure. It seems like a little hard to say. The healer. Okay, we'll see how that is. Ari says, I love short streams. I don't know why people prefer horizontal. Well, I feel like for a game like Clash, it makes sense this format, but I just don't know. Playing at night while you're a risk taker? Well, why would that be a risk? Whoa, dude, the hero... Okay. That's insane. Marcus says, "Are you from North Carolina?" No, I'm not. I'm in Virginia though, which is not too far away though, to be fair. Shoot, I thought the death damage was gonna kill the firecracker. Why didn't it not let me activate? Oh well, it's fine. I defended easily anyway. Boston Invaders streaming at the same time. Crazy, bro. Oh, wait, let me try to fix this. It's still adjusting. Come on, bruh. 1v1 Luke in chat? I mean, I don't usually 1v1 on stream, but I could probably play one game. Bro, the cam is being so annoying. Wait, I think I just fixed it, but now I gotta move the PC up a bit. Alright. That's fine. Alright. The CRL qualifier earthquake incident? What's the earthquake incident? I don't have any idea what that even means. Alright, I'm gonna play one game. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about a real life earthquake. Yeah, I remember that, obviously. Bro, it's kind of funny because I literally thought you were talking about like a real life earthquake for a second. It's been so long, I guess. That actually was, unironically, probably the worst day of my life, or like top 3 worst days of my life, until I've had worse things happen years later. But that definitely was like, at the time, like one of the worst days of my life for sure. I don't know if I don't know if it's better to say like day or just like worst experiences. I don't really know actually. Hmm. I don't know if I can defend this Inferno Drag. He's not gonna have the... Alright, I guess we pump here. This might be kind of hard, but let's see. I think we need to play them same lane, right? We're probably cooked here. That lightning was a little aggressive, though. Maybe we have a small chance. Let's see. Yeah, this is our last chance, I guess. This Hero Berserk is gonna have to tank here. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, it's over. If I lightning block with the 3 Musk as well, it's not good value. Yeah, it's game. Sim lane against E-Giant certainly doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's... I don't even know what the matchup is. I only recently started running that 3M deck, so I don't know. But yeah, GG. You should make a video reflecting on CRL earthquake incident. I think fans would like that. It's kind of past the point. I feel like I would have had to do that, like, right after the fact, but at that point I was too probably depressed to even do, like, a video on it. It's too late now. Like, no one would watch it if I did a video on it, if you know what I mean. It's just too late, basically. I mean, it might have been a decent idea, though. Kind of like how Morton did one after the 1 HP match, like, years ago. Bro, what am I reading in the chat? What in the world? Yeah, GG, Luke. Oh, the Berserker doesn't... that probably wasn't worth... The Berserker still gets knocked back, so it's not great. Oh, hell no. He didn't bowler ability, though. No, don't roll, please. Oh, it didn't. Nice. That's not that bad, actually. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. We're fine. Not bad. Just Josh is unavailable with the $2 dono. Says minus one piece of clothing for every win. For every win? Bro, come on. Wait, how many pieces of clothing am I even wearing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to think. Yeah, 5, I guess, right? Counting each sock individually. Yeah, I mean, you gotta count both of them. So... I mean, if I was doing that kind of challenge, I'd make sure that I'm wearing, like, a ton of stuff beforehand. Are you not wearing shoes? Nah, I'm not wearing shoes right now. Oh my gosh. Wow. Crazy. Chat's talking about alcohol. Apparently Jordan's an alcoholic or something. I don't know. I don't know that. I actually am not a huge fan of alcohol myself. I might eventually get to the point where I don't drink anymore, like, ever. I already only have it occasionally. So. How tall are you? I'm like 6'1". Boss is a weed guy, confirmed? Nah, I don't really like weed at all. But I've never smoked it. I've only had edible form, which didn't wind up going great, but I've never smoked it ever. We just got put here. Okay. Your skin is so purely white, drinking alcohol would turn your skin red. I don't think that's how it works. I know when you eat a ton of carrots, it makes you have, like, a orangish tint, but I don't think drinking alcohol makes your skin red. What? There's no way, right? At that point, if you're drinking so much to the point your skin is turning red, you're probably not making it. I'm gonna be real. Are you Canadian? No, I'm from the US. It can make your cheeks red. I think it's genetic. Please! No! Two ghosts. Woo! Tower down, 100%. Bro, those ghosts are going crazy. What the... Makes you a stupid loser with lung cancer? What does weed? Chat, all I'm gonna say is people need to be really careful nowadays. I hope most people can at least agree with this. I know, people that use weed frequently are gonna hate on this. I expect to get a little hate from this. Because there's always this drama and controversy of, like, people that use weed or whatever, and they're always like, well, then why don't people say the same about alcohol? Because it's, like, worse or just as bad. And well, I think it is. But here's the thing. I think that there isn't enough information or education on how bad weed can potentially be, how harmful it can be. Like, I don't think it's talked about enough compared to alcohol. Like, because I think there's not enough information or misinformation. Everyone is well aware of how harmful alcohol is. But I think nowadays, the weed, it's different than the weed of the past. Like, it's not the same weed. The level of THC and the other components in it, it's not the way that it used to be. And I think some people don't realize that. We just furnace. Raw dogging Iwashiga brings the best out of me, bro. I don't know about that. It's definitely military grade bud coming out of dispensaries nowadays. Said Jay. Cannabis-induced psychosis could F you up forever. I don't know about forever, but I've heard a lot of people, there's been studies done where it could mess you up for a year or two. It takes your brain a long time to recover. If it was a really bad trip or experience, it could take you a year or two to recover. I don't know if it would mess you up for life. I think some people get messed up for life because they get misdiagnosed as having a mental health disorder. I was very fortunate. I didn't get diagnosed with some severe mental health disorder just because I had cannabis-induced psychosis. I was able to recover. It took a while, but I was able to eventually get back to normal. But the problem is, I think some people, they get it, right? They get some sort of drug-induced reaction, and then the doctors think they're just bipolar or schizophrenic. They get prescribed a bunch of, like, antipsychotics or whatever, and then their brain is never the same because they have so many different kinds of chemicals going on in their brain. So, I think that doctors need to, like, make sure they rule out other possibilities before people just quickly get prescribed something they maybe don't need to take. That's my opinion. "922 says, bro, you're so right. Happened to me." Yeah, more people are coming out about it. It's, I think, more common than people realize, so. Cannabis is not legal. It is in the US. It's becoming more legalized. I mean, which I don't necessarily think that's a horrible thing because, well, why did Prohibition not work when alcohol was banned in the US? That didn't work clearly, so I think they're starting to think like, well, we're not going to be able to just have it be illegal. They realize people are just going to have to be responsible for their own decisions, basically. I'm just saying, thank God I'm still alive. Bro. Dude. I thought, because of what happened last year, I was gonna be, like, cooked for the rest of my life. I was straight up worried. Because I was not the same for, like, a few months. But the way it was described to me, what I learned, is when you have something happen to your brain, you need to let it, like, heal, you know? And get used to it, like, back to baseline, you know? When something traumatic happens, you have to let it, like, reset. And the problem is, in the process, a lot of people are taking, like, medication, and that's gonna make them have a hard time going back to their regular brain chemistry. So as difficult as it is, the best you can just try to go back to your baseline without taking anything, the better. I just had to take anxiety medication for like a week. That's it. And then after that, I just raw dogged it, I guess you could say. Even though I had bad anxiety, I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna fight it. I know I messed up doing that edible and stuff, bro, but it worked out, I guess. You what? I'm just using slang, basically, but... We could just ghost here in E-Spirit. That's how I felt after LSD. I was high for 2 days and thought it would never end. We just got put here. Boss definitely got a mix of different drugs if it was from one edible. Cannabis affects everyone differently, especially if it has high THC content, and I had 2. And I had no tolerance as well. You have to keep that in mind. Most people start off smoking it or having like a microdose. I probably had a moderately high dose. And my environment was not good either. I made like all the possible mistakes you could make, basically. So you have to consider that as well. Nice. I think we should be able to come back or have a good chance, hopefully. Alright. Let me just try to get Pigs down, because he's not back to his, Oh, only 20 seconds. If I defend, I got it. Wait, the Lumberjack's stuck. Please, I'm begging. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Chat has a PhD in neuroscience, apparently. Bro, I need my friend Flumux or Flum to show up in the chat, because he actually studies neuroscience, so he could actually verify a lot of what we're saying. Alright, we're gonna at least get to week 5 this stream for sure. Would this deck be good underlined? Do you mean underleveled? Depends on what's underleveled. You could probably get away with the Berserker being 1 level lower, and like the Ghost, but everything else, it's probably pretty important to be leveled up, I would say. Yeah, I would say the things you can get away with most would be the Berserker and the Ghost being underleveled, I would say. Golem with the Void. That's very interesting. What else do we got here? Boss Bucko Baby with the $10 donor says, you just joined my clan. How much for that friend link, brother? I'm Jewish banker. We're not really allowed to sell friend links anymore, from what I know, I think. Because some of the other streamers were saying we can't sell friend links. Wait, where are you? Did I pass you? Wait. Oh, Jewish banker. Chat's gonna get a kick out of that name for sure. Chat, that actually is his name, by the way. What's up, Pablo? It's fine and trained. I mean, that was kind of funny. Thomas with the €2 donos is chilling here for the last 20 minutes of work. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope you have a good remainder of your work day. I guess you will, because you're going to be watching Clash instead of working. Your boss is probably going to fire your ass. But hey, I respect it. I respect it. Yo, yeah, actually, I kind of want to play Graveyard again. I didn't think about it. How's bro verified? Tribe helped me get verified. Is your deck good? Should be. Yay! Got the king activated. That's pretty good. Just barber all this here. Alright. He probably has the... Oh, we should graveyard here. Yeah. If he goes for, like, a balloon or something, I could just poison it all. If not, I could just Ice Whiz probably, right? Oh, I'm gonna poison that. Not shabby, not too shabby. Just Josh is unavailable with the 2 Ardonis is cycling my log right now. Thank you for the 2. What did you cycle your log on? Hopefully you got good value out of it. He freezes that, okay. We probably just NATO and then it's defended, right? I didn't think using the ability there would be worth it, but I don't know. Oh, hell no! I lost. Dude, I lost. I misclicked the tombstone. Dude, that was actually tragic. Let this guy finish top 14 or get top 14 in a Royal Tournament? I'm actually not sure. Would you rather have a top 1 finish or be in the game? Not sure. That's kind of hard to say. Well, actually, you know what's interesting? I was kind of thinking about this the other day. Would you rather qualify to a world final or finish number 1? Because technically, with 16 people making worlds, it's actually harder to finish number 1. But you make money when you make it to a world final, and you have the experience. But yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on how far you make it in Worlds, too. Because, like, let's put it this way, right? I think most people would actually pick a number 1 finish in Clash Royale if over making Worlds, right? But let's say you make Worlds and you get first rounded, right? I would pick the number 1 finish over that. Right? If I was picking World Finals over a number 1 finish, I'd have to actually, like, I feel like at least do decently in Worlds. Yeah, he does have a Dark Gob. I thought so. We kind of caught him off guard a little bit, because he thought I was going to go in with the Evo Baby Drag. He's going to ability, isn't he? Finally, I needed that earlier, but at least we got it now. Now we could actually win this, potentially. Without the activation, there's no way you're going to win. We could get something here, because he cycled his Dark Gob. He got back to another, bro. Holy heck. Does he ability? Thought he was gonna. I realized you gotta go Tombstones in the back in this kind of matchup. That was a weird push by him. We got a good trade over there. I'm hoping in triple we can screw him over. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't start playing Tombstones earlier. It's really good in this matchup. The Dark Gob is so annoying, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to win this. Yeah, I don't know. I think we lost this one. It's the last graveyard chance. But there's no way it's going to get enough damage. Yeah, that seems pretty hard. I think it's winnable, but hard. The Dark Gob is so good against the graveyard. That's a 14th Royal Tournament finish. I thought it was ladder at first. That deck is so fast cycle, bro. What the heck? I'm gonna swap to something else. Try Void. I could try this Golem Void deck or E-Golem. E-Golem looks kind of nasty right now. Boss, would you let your wife have guy best friends? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, if I'm married, I doubt I'm having a girl that's a really good friend. I don't know. Pretty sure I have a hard counter, right? Probably need to, like, arrow his tower, right? Dude, I don't think I can defend this Evo Ram. Yeah, it's over. Nah. If that Void saved me, then maybe. Rip, bro. I don't really know how to play E-Golem, I can't lie. I don't play it much. I'd kind of rather run Lava with, like, the Void, probably, when testing it out. I mean, to be fair, I think this E-Golem deck is a bit better than the one I was using. Because you kind of want to have the Evo scar me. Where's the, I thought I had Lava Void, or did I change it? Yeah, I don't think I have it. Sorry. I'll try Golem, actually. This deck looks pretty stupid, to be fair. How you liking the new buff on the God Machine? I didn't even... I hardly tried that at all. I still think the God Machine's gonna be really bad. Imagine pushing 40 living in your parents' basement, earning money through kids' mobile game. I'm glad it's not you, boss. Well, that actually isn't me, yeah. I'd be pretty annoyed at that situation as well if that was me. Oh, it doesn't one-shot it. That's still really good, though. Wait, he might be in a lot of trouble here. Bro, the hero Mega Minion is buns, I feel like, after the nerf. I don't know if Phoenix might be better in this deck, actually. Who's the oldest Clash Royale content creator? I mean, it's probably OJ, right? Or Shane? Because CWA quit. So it's got to be OJ or Shane. How old is Shane? Because OJ is like 35, right? Dude, that doesn't kill the Inferno Drag? Wow. Okay, the Void is kind of letting me down a bit. Wow. That's actually tragic. I thought for sure that that was going to be enough damage. I guess I needed to hit it directly. Well, it's all good. I'm still experimenting, but that's a bit tragic. Bro, he has the Mega Knight. Wow. Y'all remember what happened to Nick at Night? Bro. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Or Nicole at night now, I guess. Bro. That's not even really a topic you can talk about because it's quite controversial. Well, it's interesting because earlier, chat, we were talking about drugs and stuff, right? What I don't know is, and I mean, I hate the fact that this is controversial to talk about. What I don't know is if the drugs were part of the reason why that happened. But this is where, when we get into the topic of, like, people that are trans and stuff, I guess why it's controversial, whether it's genetic, how they were raised, or if it's, like, environmental factors, like drugs and other things. Maybe it's a combination of all of those. Maybe for some people it's, like, one of those. For some it could be others. I don't really know. But it's definitely a controversial topic, for sure. But what I do know is from Nicole at Night, or Nick at Night's interviews with CWA, I remember he mentioned he did a lot of drugs. Obviously, some of the basic ones like weed, but he was doing a lot of other drugs as well. I think like hard drugs, and Knight had to do like rehab, I'm pretty sure. I kind of want to use the Phoenix. I feel like it's better than the Hero Mega Minion. Did he really do the white powder? Did he actually? I mean, that's a very, like, serious drug, so... You can put Evo Bomber. Wait, really? But I thought... Oh, you're right. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Guys, I'm playing... Guys, if I lose this, I have an excuse. Because I only got one. Well, but chat, now, people that are supportive of the trans community, or Knight, let's be fair. Let's think of both sides in the argument, right? Because I actually don't know. Their argument would be he or she probably used drugs as a coping mechanism because Knight was, I guess, living the way that Knight didn't want to be living his or her life, right? That's the argument, I guess, that Knight would make, or, uh, people that are pro-trans, right? That I guess the drugs helped him cope with the life that he didn't want to be living, I guess. That's what the argument would be, right? So I'm trying to be fair, basically. Because that's what, basically, the other argument would be, essentially. So that's why I really don't know. I guess it could either go... It really could go both ways, I suppose. I don't know. But I still think it goes without saying drugs are not good in general. Just came here, what did I miss? We were just talking about Knight, basically. Bro, I might need a void to break through the tombstone. Wait, the mini P.E.K.K.A didn't die. This is huge, potentially. This could be really good. You just gotta zap the target. We should be fine. Moo! Ha 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 ha! Nice. Let's go. Dude, the Void does so much damage to towers now. Let's go, baby. Boss, you religious? I'm like agnostic. Maybe I shouldn't be so worried to talk about controversial stuff on stream because a lot of the other Clash creators do as well. Like, I know Ian talks a lot about his religion, and Invader as well. They're very public about it. I don't know how people evaluate, like, how controversial certain topics are. It seems to me like politics are the most controversial out of everything, and then maybe after that, it's religion. I don't know the topic I was just talking about, like, drugs and, like, trans and stuff. I don't know where that falls under in terms of, like, controversial. I don't even know nowadays what is and what isn't, to be real. You don't have to be worried about being canceled anymore. It definitely doesn't happen much nowadays, for sure. It's pretty hard to be canceled. If you do get canceled, you probably did something pretty bad. Boss, can I use your code? I'd be honored, man, if you use my code, genuinely. I don't want to golem yet. I first want to defend this. It one-shots an E-Wiz. That's crazy, bro. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not bad. Bro, what am I reading in the chat right now? What? Wait, YouTube, can you see me? Wait, why is my YouTube chat working, but not my TikTok and Clash? What the hell? Wait, what the hell? Yo, they... Why is my Clash not working? But my, Dude, YouTube is working. Apparently.